Okay. Hello. Let's talk about it, baby. Let's talk about it, baby. Let's talk about it, baby. Da 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 da. Hi guys. You always come back and you get blocked. You get blocked. How did you get blocked? 'Cause you always come back on that bullshit. You be on that bullshit. Bullshit. Michael be on that bullshit. Stalking across the networks. No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't remind you of nobody. All right, guys. Okay. Okay. You remind me of a girl that I once knew. I hate when I put this on my face. This is absolutely... Can my husband go? Bam. Baby, 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 baby. Nobody puts baby in a corner. All right, y'all, don't forget to like the video. All right, dear divine, please bless and charge me, my space, my collective with the energy to bring a balance to their complete being, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially. Everything that is above is also below and within this circle. All right, thank you so much. Please block out any interruptions. Anybody think that they are going to harvest, steal, or collect any information off my page out of the collective's energy, please block them and return them back to their dungeon where they came from. All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much, divine. All right. Okay. Let me go and get my iPad charger. All right. Y'all, look what my husband found, okay? This is something that I use. It's a spoon and a fork, but I got it out of one of the little witchy stories somewhere a long time ago, right? And it was in, I'm not gonna say where it was, but it was somewhere, right? And he found it, like, he gonna say, here, I found your back scratcher. Like, boy, that's not a back scratcher. But yeah, he found it, and I'm super excited. Even though I have used it as a back scratcher. I guess that's why he said he found a back scratcher. Okay. Thank you. All right. Don't say nothing weird else. All right, please. Y'all give a backhanded compliment. Y'all say something nice, and then y'all come back with a backhand with some other shit. I'm married. I have children. All right. I'm not looking for a another husband or anything like that. I'm in a twin flame connection. I'm in a twin flame union. I'm in a kingdom marriage. It can't be broken up. It can't be separated or none of that stuff. Okay, very strong. We don't have any. We don't have any problems. None. Nobody can even project any problems on us. Any. All right. So let's get some water. Let's pour some cold water up for the ancestors. All right. So y'all know we are doing our rituals at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm talking about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. It's been 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning. So I had the live set this morning, so we're gonna go ahead and get started, okay? I had the live set this morning to start in a Saturn hour. It was a Taurus waning moon. What time is it? Okay, it's still the waning moon. It's gonna go over to Gemini, right? That's the backhanded comments, okay? I'm not women. I said don't. I got the right to say, don't say something after I say something, okay? Don't put that dang women. I said it. There's no other woman on this page that said it, okay? If another woman said something to you like that, then obviously you didn't say something weird before, okay? I'm a psychic medium. I already feel the weird energy coming from you. So go on somewhere. Scoop, scoop. Go on somewhere, okay? We talking about spirituality. You shouldn't even be giving me a compliment on my looks anyway. We talking about mirror magic over here. And destiny swapping and energy harvesting and all that stuff. I don't want no compliments. I don't need any compliments. I know I look good. You could have just said, hey, good morning, beautiful, and kept it pushing. Now you got hidden from the page. Because we also, you know, I got a smart mouth. I'm a Sagittarius. Probably a damn fake page anyway. That's how they be. They so low-key gay. I ain't talking about the men being low-key gay. I'm talking about, like, women. They'll come on other women's pages and be like, oh my God, you are so beautiful. And it really be like one of your enemies or something like that. You be like, bitch, what? Bitch, what? So anyway. But I appreciate all comments, love, legit love, and all that stuff, okay? Like I said, don't say nothing weird. You said something weird right after that. You like, dang, women. What'd you say? Let me see what that damn message was. You said, dang, women think people hit on them as soon as they get a compliment. That, I didn't say you was hitting on me. I said, don't say any underhanded things after that. That's what I said. And I'm not women. I'm intuitive mom, Alexis, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get started on this. Let's get the Dusties up out of here. The one Dusty that's stalking me, she gon' forever stay. She gon' forever stay. I think that might be one of the spells that my spirit team is putting her up under. That the bitch is just gonna stay in the energy. I think that's what it is. Because it's not that I can't get rid of her, right? Because let me use clarity, clear words when I say this, not clarity. Let me use clear words when I say this. It's not that I have not gotten rid of these Dusties in the background, right? And I'm imagining that it's 2 right now watching me, right? 2. All right? 2 Sesame Street characters that's watching me. For the simple fact that they, you know, they watch and they never like the video. They're never going to like the video, okay? They're never going to like the video. But they are going to watch me. They probably have me set up on alerts. Oh, this bitch is going live. Let me go see what she's talking about, right? And the minute that I get done doing the reading, they're going to post about it or get done talking or get ready to, share what it is that I'm doing by being active, they're going to talk about it, right? Ears be I have bionic ears in the spiritual realm. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. I need to get that's what I need to do. I need a to-go list. I mean, I need a to-do list today. I have a meeting at 1 o'clock. So we aren't going to be on here too long. I do have a meeting at 1 o'clock. Okay. And then I have a mediumship later on today. And so, let me keep that clear. Okay. So, all right. Now, what is this talk about? So, yesterday we did our day 2 ritual, right? Oh, wait, pause. Before that, no, I was talking about the Dusties. I ain't talking about their asses right now, okay? Their asses is here and watching. They'll come, they're going to, what I'm getting ready to say is going to come out in the energy anyway. So, yesterday, last night, I was set to go live, right? So, I set up okay, before we do the rituals, right? Before you do any ritual, it would be good. This is lessons as well too, guys, okay? Before you do any ritual, you don't want to rush, right? You don't want to just like, okay, here's the bag of supplies that we got from the store, and we're going to start doing our ritual and taking it out. I didn't bought these products off of Amazon, and I'm just start putting it together and just putting it together, right? Because you have to cleanse the spiritual energy that is on those items from either the people in the store, if they did not put like your candle together, or like if you buy a candle or some oil or something from a practitioner or from online, and it's coming directly from the practitioner and it's not changing hands, like somebody else sent the stuff in the mail, or it's being stocked up in the store. You get what I'm saying? And it's coming directly from the practitioner. Listen to what I'm saying, because there's metaphysical stores out here. Like, for example, my stuff, I have something inside of my godmom's shop, right? And when you purchase it, nobody else has touched that product. So I pray that nobody else has touched that product, because I'm the one that actually set it there, right? And so, let's say, for example, you go to buy this doll, right? At the store, right? You go to buy this doll at the store, and she should be sitting on the shelf exactly where I put her. Now, if you get this doll and she's standing up, or she's leaning down to the side, or you notice that you picked her up in aisle 2, but all the other dolls is in aisle 1, you kind of want to, pray over the doll. And it's actually, this is not for dolls. What I'm saying is not for dolls. There's actually a procedure that you go through to wake your doll up and to put your essence and to activate your doll. Okay, there's procedures for that, right? But let's just say, I don't even know if I should be using a doll, because we're talking about dolls during this energy. I don't even think I should be using a doll. Let's say oil, lang lang oil, right? Not even oil. Candle. Let's say candle. All right. This isn't candle. This is incense powder. John the Conqueror incense powder, right? It's about done neat too. So let's say that you have a candle. This is a candle, right? This is a High John the Conqueror candle, right? You just bought this from the store. You know that it's 5 people working in the store. What you want to do is you want to pray over this High John the Conqueror candle, and you want to kind of, you know, cleanse it and activate it. Okay, you want to cleanse it, you want to activate it. There are ways that you can do that. I'm not going to tell y'all how to activate each type of candle or whatnot. That's between, if you work in candle magic, you should know this. Whoever is doing this, they should tell you this. Okay, so anywho, so you don't want to just like start it, right? So with our rituals that I'm doing for the collective, right? We have a truth spell going. We have a mirror, shattering the mirror magic that people are trying to do to the collective. We are shattering all of that energy. It is so cold. It is so cold. My husband has the air on midday. That's crazy. Is this how he be when I'm not here? 1, 2, 3 on the clock. So, you want to kind of cleanse that energy. So I actually set the altar up before. We do our own, my family, we do our own praying separately, you know, not on camera or anything like that, right? We do our own praying. So when I set our prayer altar up, I also set up our spiritual altar as well too, right? So now the other thing is that I want to say here too. This is something that's very important for my women that are in relationships that are even if you're not in a relationship but you are the woman of the house. Let's say you live with your father, or you live with your sons, or you live with your brothers or something like that. The women should be setting the altar up, okay? You should be sweeping in front of the altar every night, okay? Sweeping should happen at nighttime. Sweeping should happen at nighttime. Sweeping should happen at nighttime. You do not sweep in the morning time. You do not sweep, let me not say in the morning time. You do not sweep after the sun has come up, right? You sweep when it's dark. All right, y'all? That's a spiritual ritual. That's in hoodoo, voodoo, Hinduism, Christianity, Muslims, and all that stuff. Let's not get so far distracted that, oh my God, who she thinks she talking to. You don't sweep during the day. Okay? You just shouldn't. Cleaning should go on at nighttime. Trash should be taken out in the morning time though. Okay? So you sweep and then you take your trash out in the morning time. AKA you take your trash. Remember, I've been telling y'all need to take y'all need to hold on to y'all trash right before the dumpster man comes. Okay? If your trash pickup is at 8 o'clock, you need to be taking your trash out at 7:30. Okay? Because the bitch can dumpster dive real quick. All right, I have been picking up on that energy that people are dumpster diving, that people are getting shit out of people's trash cans, trifling, nasty, you trifling, good for nothing type of bitches. So that energy has been very loud. And let's just not look, let's just not be a part of that. So anywho, so I had set the altar up, right? I set the altar up, and it's funny because yesterday the cards that came out, these were the 3 cards that came out. Water, happy home, and don't worry about monetary, focus on spirit, right? And so yesterday was very interesting, y'all. It was very interesting because when so I set up my home altar, and I set up my, well, our collective spiritual altar as well, right? And so when we sat down to do our home altar, I sat in front of the home altar. I had it set up, and when the order that we go in, so we also, my family gives a offering to our family deity, right? We get an offering to our family deity, and we begin we pray and then we do our mantras. And so, and then we pray again. And so, we forgot a step. Water. We forgot a step. And the crazy part is that yesterday before I came home, I went to the grocery store. So I get a blessed water. Let me go get it real quick so I can show y'all. Hey, Neffy. Hey, sister. So, I get this blessed water, right? Bodies by the boatload, okay? And so, I buy it by the boatload, but not like, okay, I have like 20 of them at a time, because one, if I do that, I'm going to run out of this, the Pam oil, the Pam oil. It's Puja oil. Okay, this is 2C oil. All right. This is for the Divine Mother. This 2C oil, this is for the Divine Mother Lakshmi. So when it comes to like beauty, health, wealth, this is a great offering for Mother Lakshmi, okay? Great offering. And then also for Goddess Poverty, Mother Poverty, okay? So yesterday my family had forgot. So what we do is we pour the water, we give our offering, our whatever offering that we give. I'm not gonna say what our offerings are because it'd be different for each one of us. Me, my husband, and my children do this every day, right? And so I set up the altar. I open the water. So it comes with this like, it comes with like a cap right here that, y'all, it's so hard to get that cap off, right? It's so hard to get that cap off. Let me show y'all this damn cap. So this is, it's a cap that's on there, and you have to like pull it up or whatnot. It's so hard to get this cap off. I be wanting to stab it, but then the water squirt everywhere. I have done that before, and it squirt everywhere, right? And so I was sitting there, I was trying to get the cap off, and I'm using a knife that I keep on my altar, right? I'm using a knife, and it's so crazy that I don't know why I was pointing the knife this way and it went like this. That's crazy. My phone is getting ready to die, okay? So the knife went like this and it went towards me, and I'm like, oh my God, why am I trying to open this like that? So it really just threw me off. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm done with it. Once I got the water done, I was like, oh yeah, I'm done with the water. And I put it to the side of me. So my husband goes first, and then my sons go, and then I go, right? And so when we're doing our offering, that's the order. That's the order. All right. And that sound crazy, but that's the order. It's the order of operation. Everything has an order of operation. Let me just go ahead and plug the phone up now, because we will be out of here. So, I'm going to burn rosemary. That's the incense we're burning today. Especially for our Taurus waning moon energy. This smells so good. Rosemary smells so good. I know I brought the lighter over here because I intentionally... Oh, there it goes. I can't believe he got the air on midday. That's crazy. He in there wrapped up too. My baby had a long week. But anywho, so so I forgot the water. So this card, this water card. Remember I was telling y'all, make sure y'all have water on y'all altar. Now, there's always a glass of water on everywhere in this house. Anything that spirit can move and operate through, there's a glass of water there. There's a glass of water at my front door. There's a glass of water on every altar. Even our praying altar, there's a glass of water there. But we still give a offering of water, right? And so it's so crazy. Because we basically pour the water over the deity. Okay, we pour the oil over the deity, the water over the deity, and then whatever offering that we have, we present it to the deity as well too. The fire ritual, we do the whole 9 yards every day, right? Every day. This isn't anything new, y'all, either. Okay, we've been doing this for some time, and it has been it has helped. This is why the reason why we do this, reason why spiritual rituals are important within a family dynamic and religious. I'm using the word religious because I'm spiritual and I'm religious, right? And the reason why this is very important is because a family that prays together stays together. Okay, a family that prays together stays together. This isn't spell work right here. This altar, this isn't spell work. This is not spell work. This is strictly like for the spiritual well-being of our souls, of what we are and who we are, right? And so we forgot to pour the water for the deity. Now let me tell y'all how this works, right? It say don't focus on monetary, focus on spirit, and then happy home, right? And so we still was good. Like even after we finished the I didn't even notice. I did not notice until I overslept. Now, this is what happened in the dream state. Let's get started. Let's get started on these. Put that water there. I brought this over here so that you guys can see. It's called the Pam oil. Okay, it's coconut oil, mustard oil, and sesame oil, and castor oil. Okay, you do not. This is anything that's a puja item. Even this water right here. This comes all the way from India. Okay, these are for puja purposes. You do not drink, eat, use this oil in no way at all. No way at all. Okay. Tusi oil, you don't use it. There is a drawback for that. It's the same thing as I ain't even about to get into that. The stuff at the church. You get what I'm saying? Like you can't be sitting up eating I don't know, I think it's called communion. You can't be sitting up drinking all that wine, getting drunk off the communion wine, right? Rich afternoon, Miss Empress. Okay, rich afternoon. So you can't be sitting up getting drunk up off the communion wine and stuff like that. So you're somebody is a bad person. Okay, bad person. Y'all, I'm getting messages right now too. All right, clear. All right, so let me tell y'all what happened last night. I slept like a baby. I was sleep like a baby, y'all. I set 3 alarms. My body is used to waking up before the sun comes up anyway. So I'm never going to sleep maybe past like 5 something anyway, right? And so I slept. My husband has a alarm that goes off. All right, Uncle T has an alarm that goes off at maybe 5 o'clock. I think the gym opened up at 5. I don't know what time his gym opened up for real. But maybe, you know, he has an alarm that goes off at like 5 o'clock in the morning. And when the alarm goes off, I'm usually already coming to and stuff. So that way I can hit him and tell him to get up too, right? And so I didn't hear my alarm go off. I didn't hear his alarm go off. Now, another thing too is our youngest son, Nas, right? Nas has an alarm set as well too, so that he can wake up and try to sneak on his game. He has an alarm set, okay? So I didn't hear his alarm go off either on his phone. No alarms went off. But in the dream, now yesterday on day one, y'all know I told y'all that it was a man that was in my dream. He had a mirror and I told him to give me the mirror. He said no. And he started running real fast like Forrest Gump. And he thought that I was going to chase him. But instead of going towards him, what I did was I went away. And then there was a gust of water or air or a tsunami. I don't know what it was, that it was coming towards him. And there was a group of people that had told me to come into this big building. The building turned into a gold pyramid where how did the symbol go? Wait, hold on a second. I can't even remember how the symbol went. Oh my goodness. I'll have to look at my video again. I can't remember how the symbol went, right? And so it'll come to me. And so it turned into a pyramid, but we were doing this mudra. It was a mudra. We were doing it with our hands as we were meditating. And as we were meditating, we started seeing all this stuff, right? And then there was a whole bunch of mirrors where people were not, whoever was trying to take from them, those mirrors was now floating outside of this building, well, this pyramid that we were in. And so I'm taking it as if whoever's destinies are trapped in these energy is trapped in these mirrors. It's flowing back to you. You just haven't reached out and grabbed it yet. You know, you haven't actually said, okay, this is mine and I'm taking it back. You get what I'm saying? So it's out in, I don't want to say limbo, but it's out there. Okay? It's no longer stuck in these people's hands. Now, last night, y'all, the dream that I was having, there was a very nice man, again, a man. All right, this was masculine energy. I'm going to get the dowser rise. Thank you so much, Divine. Dear Divine, please bless and charge me with the energy to bring a balance to my complete being, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially, all that other good stuff. Thank you. They're going to hug me. All right, back to center. Thank you so much. Do I have permission to douse? All right, thank you so much. Was it a person in my dream? Is this an actual physical person or is this an entity? Person, entity. Thank you so much, Spirit. Person or entity? Okay, it's an entity. All right, thank you so much. Back to center. All right, does this entity have masculine energy or feminine energy? Feminine, masculine? They're going to say both. So I don't know what that is called. I don't know what that's called. Extraterrestrial. You know what I was about to say? I was going to say something else. What's them people that can write with both hands? Entrepreneur? I don't know. Whatever. Right? I shouldn't eat this Reese cup while I'm live. I keep looking at it. I really want to eat that Reese cup. I've been trying to eat it for like 3 days now. But, and it's went from next to my bed. Actually, it went from my purse to my bed to my table. I haven't really ate anything sweet, but I really want to eat that Reese cup. But anywho, so, this, thanks so much, Spirit. So this entity that was in my dream, they were, they looked like a man. Like, they looked like a man. They didn't look like the same man as before, right? And they were talking to me so nicely. They weren't trying to have sex with me. They wasn't on any type of time like that, right? It wasn't nothing sexual or anything. They were just very nice. And they were trying to converse with me. And I'm having this conversation with them, and I'm like, okay. So you know how you talk to somebody that's actually nice, but they're like holding you up? and you like, all right, come on, like, come on, I'm trying to get somewhere, I gotta go somewhere, right? And so that's really what it was. Like, they were having a conversation with me, and I'm just like, but what it, you know, and sometimes I get rude, right? I get rude, not intentionally, but sometimes I'm just like, okay, but what was the point of this conversation, right? And in my dream state, I'm a little bit more blunter than I am here, right? And I'm just like, what is the point of this conversation? And at that very moment, a spirit guide, not my spirit, not my actual spirit guide, but a spirit guide, right, comes. This spirit guide was a woman, and I can't remember too much about her. Look at that. I didn't even have to go far. A motorcycle was significant. A woman on a motorcycle was significant. I don't know if she was riding it, but I do know that there was a motorcycle that was there, right? There was a motorcycle that was there. I don't know if someone has a spirit guide who has transitioned due to a motorcycle accident, or somebody that they knew in the past, okay? Don Juan, okay? Maybe it was someone that they used to talk to or whatnot, but this is a Don Juan energy that was also in a dream, right? Let me get 2 more cards. Thank you so much, Spirit. Let me get 2 more cards. All right. A mentor. This could have been, oh, God. Mentor with God came out. A mentor with God. This is definitely someone that maybe used to talk a lot about God, or very preachy is kind of what I'm getting. The spirit guide. Thank you so much, Spirit. All right, and then the Fool could have been an Aquarius. Okay, strong Aquarius energy. And then Alchemist. So somebody that has the potential to, I don't want to say shapeshift, but change the energy. Being who you need to be. Okay, after the first, let me read what you just said. Okay, after the first and second lie, people I quit talking to were in my dreams being nice. It is them that are, is it them that are being exposed? My purse and shoes were hidden in it. Oh, wow. Found my purse, but not the wallet. Listen, this is a Taurus full moon. Let's get further into this, okay? You about to get your question answered. So, there, I'm talking to this guy, right? I'm talking to this guy, and I'm just like, what is the point? Like, he was being nice, but I'm like, what is the point of this conversation? I knew that I physically had to go somewhere. Where I had to go was, I had to go do our ritual for day 2, right? Where I had to show up for day 2. And actually, what happened was, one of the girls that was on the live yesterday, her name is Davina, I think. Her name is Davina. She actually popped in my head instantly. I don't know why. She popped in my head. I didn't try to figure it out right there, but she popped in my head. So yesterday, she had said that they don't want us to meet up, or they don't want us to come together so that we can do the live, that she wasn't getting my messages. I mean, not my messages, but she wasn't getting, notification that I was going live. And she was like, oh, and it popped up. Ace has decided to come closer to me for some reason, right? But he can't be in the camera right now because he's a bad boy, little Gemini. Hey. And so, she was like, they don't want us to, meet up on camera or whatnot. And so I'm just like, nah, we ain't even giving them that power, right? And so this is what happened. When she popped up in my mind in the dream, I was like, oh, I have to go. I have to go. The spirit guide was like, yes, you have to go, right? And so y'all know I do not ride in the car with strangers. I don't ride in cars in my dream unless I'm the driver. And then greetings, Kiki. I don't ride in cars, in my dream. I don't eat, I don't drink anything in my dream state, right? So when the spirit guide was like, we have to go, she wasn't instructing me to get on the motorcycle, but I was like, okay, I can get on this motorcycle, right? And it's so funny. It's so funny. Somebody could be a Virgo, all right? Or Virgo could be significant, very significant, okay? Um, exorcist, all right? Freeing yourself and others of the destruction impulses, okay? So somebody could definitely be a Virgo, and they could be freeing themselves from someone that wants to attach, right? And this is the thing. These people that are being nice. So wait, pause. Let me go in order. I woke up. Thank you so much. Clear. I woke up, right? I looked at the time. It was 4:54. My husband was awake. I said, "Baby, how long you been up?" He was like, "I just got up at like I just got up at 4:45, 4:44, right? At 4:44." He was like, "I woke you up." I'm like, "Did you?" He was like, "Yeah, I tried to wake you up." So, in my mind, in my dream, my spirit guide, not my spirit guide, but a spirit guide. Maybe it was my spirit guide, right? Our spirit guide, all right, was trying to like say, "Hey," but I wasn't catching that. I wasn't catching that, right? I wasn't waking up. He said you wouldn't get up. So I'm like, huh, interesting. I looked at the time. I looked at the planetary hour. I seen that it's Jupiter, right? It was a Jupiter hour. Now, y'all know I wanted to start this in a Saturn. I wanted to start it in a Saturn hour, which is the hour before Jupiter hour, right? And so it goes Saturn, Jupiter, and then Mars. I was like, I'm not gonna do this in a Mars hour. I cannot do it in a Mars hour. I know that Taurus Mars energy, like Taurus and Mars energy, it's not that they clash, but it's a lot of work that needs to be done because Taurus is second and they absolutely want to be first, right? And Aries is first when it comes to having a Taurus Mars, or either having Taurus in the first house. Or like a Taurus rising, there's a lot of work that has to be done. And it would just be like me doing the work. I just knew it wasn't going to be, not that it wasn't going to work, okay? Not that. But Spirit told me, get your ass up and do it in that Jupiter hour. You got double Jupiter hour. You got Jupiter day because the sun isn't up, so it's still Jupiter day, right? So you have Jupiter day and you have Jupiter hour. So we need to maximize the ancestor energy. Jupiter ruled people are very close to the ancestors. Jupiter itself is very close to the ancestors. This is why I tell y'all, always, if you want to connect with your ancestors, always go towards your Sagittarius placement. Okay, you go towards your Pisces placement as well too. All right, someone's mother could have transition, or you have a Pisces moon. All right, that just came out too. All right, so this is the thing too, right here. So when you said you're a Virgo rising, the energy for you is those that you have gotten rid of, they have tried to come back and be nice in the spirit realm so that you could essentially reach out to them, or either say, "Hey, I'm going to," look, she said I'm a Pisces moon, okay? So that you can say, "Okay, I'm going to forgive you," and then they can still try to eat and feed off of your energy. We're not doing that, okay? We're not doing that. That's the part. Pioneers. We're starting something different. We're starting something new. And it says the passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. Okay. So you may be a person that is very forgiving. Very forgiving. All right. Look, an angel. There is absolutely an angel. I told you guys yesterday that Archangel Michael is not just Archangel Michael, but I am picking up on the energy of Archangel Michael being very present, okay? And I just got chills down my back. Not because it's cold in here, but chills down my back, okay, damsel. All right, so when I woke up, I did the ritual. We grounded the energy, and let me tell y'all what this energy was about. Everything that I've shown you guys is for y'all to do on your own as well, right? Okay, so this energy was about expansion, blessings, and divine justice, structure, boundaries, and karmic forces. Okay, it opens the flow of divine support and righteous outcome. Righteous outcome. Okay, it strengthens the work with discipline and binding the karmic consequences. Okay, so if we say that we are going to call judgment on these people, that's what we're doing, and we are asking our ancestors, we are asking our spirit team to bind them in that justice so they can't escape. Oh, my ears are ringing. They can't escape what they think that they can. Somebody is using a cloak so that they think that they're getting away with something. They're just wasting their products and all that stuff, right? And the more and more that I'm going to give you guys something too. The more and more that we really ground our energy into creating something new, you need to also not, when these people are being exposed in your dream state, in your physical, you need not to get distracted. Y'all, listen. Story time, right? Story time. You need not to get distracted. So after, all is said and all is done, okay, I wake up, I do the ritual. I didn't go back to sleep. I just went ahead and started getting the kids, look, the neighborhood friendly super mom. I started getting the kids breakfast and lunch together and waking the kids up, okay? The rituals are not that long after the first day. The first day is like 30 minutes, right? And then the second day and the third day, there may be 20 minutes. You can spend 20 minutes grounding. I don't know why I want to keep saying grinding, and I'm seeing coffee grinds, okay? As I'm saying grinding, I'm seeing coffee grounds. I'm seeing somebody drink a cup of coffee. The mug is white, maybe with red letters, gold rim, or maybe it's gold with red letters. But I'm seeing a cup of coffee. Put a cup of coffee on your ancestor altar as well. It gets work moving fast. Or somebody's ancestors drunk a lot of coffee or whatnot, and they're just like, so you really gonna drink coffee every day and not give me a cup? If you do not have a coffee machine or a coffee, coffee mugs or whatever the case is, when you take your ass to the store and buy you some coffee, buy your ancestors a coffee as well too. They will really appreciate that. Okay, they will really appreciate that. You don't have to get the extra large. It's not gonna make a difference. It's not gonna make a difference. And I know most gas stations, if you bring your own cup, the coffee is free. Okay, most gas stations, I think, at least here in Houston, the places I get coffee from, if you bring your own cup, the coffee is free. So anywho, let me put that on my to-do list as well. All right. I like to put what is it? Molasses inside of my coffee. All right. I'm making coffee and drinking it now. I haven't put any lately on the ancestor altar. Okay, so go ahead and put some on there. Okay, boo. Go ahead and put some on there. They speaking. They speaking to you. They speaking to you. They telling you that you don't even have to do that much work. They're doing it for you. They're really doing it for you. Trust your intuition and then have no fear. All right, trust your intuition and have no fear. Okay, so I continued on about my day, right? Now, this is where the distraction comes in. The moon card in reverse, all right? This is where the distraction comes in at. And I'm saying the distraction, but that is actually not a distraction. It's an exposure. So let me tell y'all. Y'all know my ears are bionic. They're bionic, baby. Bionic, baby. So I told my sister this morning, and I started telling her the story, but then something happened with the phone. Okay, something happened with the phone, and we had to go on to something else. Y'all, I am not under spiritual attack, right? I'm not under spiritual attack. So when I tell these stories and I'm telling y'all about this is me. There's this girl that's on YouTube. I haven't watched her page in a while, but I think her name is Kimmy. It might be Kimmy. But it is surviving. Is it surviving witchcraft, or I think it's surviving witchcraft. I think it's surviving witchcraft. One second, y'all. I think it's like surviving witchcraft, and I think her name is Oshun Kimmy or something like that. It's so crazy. Okay, I ain't gonna talk about Oshun right now, but Oshun Kimmy, I think that's her name. So it's been a while since I watched her page, but this is literally she always says when she tells her story, like tells you guys stories, it's because that she has survived this as well, right? So when I tell y'all stories, this is me surviving all types of witchcraft. I'm a ghostbuster. So of course, because I'm telling y'all people are hexing y'all or are doing things to y'all, of course those people are going to hear and see me exposing them, and they're going to try to eliminate me and do all that stuff because I'm a problem for them, okay? And I'm going to continue to be a problem until God take me off this earth or tell me that, okay, your job is done, let's move on to something else. And only God can tell me that. Only God. Only God. So let me tell y'all about these people, right? And how this works. So I used to have a really popular Twitter, right? A really popular Twitter. And I had erased my Twitter due to some neighborly magic and all that stuff. I erased my Twitter. But in hindsight, you know, it had to happen because I also was a dancer and I had that same Twitter. So I'm always going to promote myself no matter what it is that I'm doing. Whether I'm a dancer or whether I'm a reader or whatever the case is, I'm always going to promote myself. Y'all, that's a message for somebody. Somebody's not promoting themselves. They're not properly, you know, telling people to check them out or book with them or whatever the case is. Whatever it is that you have to offer, you're not properly promoting yourself. That has a lot to do with this Taurus Waning moon. You need to promote yourself. You need to put yourself out there, right? And so, anywho, so everybody that has, every last single person that has experienced, that has tried in the past to spiritually attack me, they have boop, 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 right? Not passed away or anything like that, but my job is to do ritual work like this. This is what I do. So I'm telling y'all that this works. It absolutely works. So they are stalking you guys across your social media. They're stalking you across your social media. And I know this for a fact because I went. I went. I went and looked this morning. I went and looked so I can see what's what, where, who, when, if this is working. Because you know I be needing confirmation. Like, okay, it's working. Spirit said keep going, it's working. Now, y'all, one of the Sesame Street characters, right? One of the Sesame Street characters. Y'all know I don't mention their names because I just don't. I took their names away. They don't have names. So one of the Sesame Street characters, I posted something on my TikTok, right? I posted a personal friend that I know personally. I know this person personally through nonprofit organizations, right? I posted her on my TikTok and I posted her on my Instagram story. Now, what I didn't do was I didn't post her the story. Oh, and I posted her on Facebook too, right? What I didn't do was I did not post her on YouTube originally because my YouTube is mainly spiritually, and I have more stalkers on here than I have anywhere else, right? Because my Twitter is new, my Instagram is filled with family and you know little stuff here and there, and then my Facebook is filled with family here and there, right? And so one of my friends that have a nonprofit, their nonprofit organization, it helps women, I mean not women, it helps children, young girls, not children, young girls. Now, if y'all know me, y'all know that I'm a activist for girls, right? For girls. I'm an activist for girls, and my husband is an activist for boys. Black kids need their fathers, and then I have my organization. I never say what it is on here, right? And so, but anywho, so we have this connection throughout the world. Y'all, I posted this on my social media. They needed a new AC and heating unit. What's today? Today is August the 15th. I posted what they needed on August the 7th. So yesterday, what I did was I didn't know anything about what the Sesame Street character had said or anything yesterday, right? So yesterday I was like, well, you know what? They still need they're just short on their funds, okay? They're just short on their funds, and they still need some money, some donations. They need people to sponsor the girls and stuff, right? And so, ooh, y'all, I might have to finish this up later. I have to get to my meeting. I'm gonna need to leave out shortly. So anyway, so it's called Cater to You Youth Haven, right? And so I have posted this finally on my YouTube channel, right? And let me tell you how Spirit is flipping the mirror around and exposing people that are on your stuff and doing, you know, in your energy, y'all, in your energy. So I posted about that this morning. I didn't post about it this morning. So this morning, actually I did. I posted about it this morning. This is what I put this morning. Y'all see? That's my repost. I had said, and y'all please check them out too. I might have to get out of here though. I said, y'all please help support a friend organization, Cater to Youth Haven. Reach out and see how you can help. I do know that they need a new AC and heating unit as of last week. All donations will help. You can sponsor one of the young ladies as well. Marie Team be doing their thing, right? I put her Facebook, her Cash App, her Apple Pay, and her PayPal, like ways to connect with her. If y'all want her Zelle as well too, I can give y'all her Zelle. Well, her Zelle is not Zelle, Venmo, but her Venmo, right? And so I have put that. Y'all, do y'all know one of the Sesame Street characters had the nerve to say that I had copied off of her when I know that she got this off of one of my other social medias and she brought it over to here and shared the link? Or maybe it came up in her feed because she stalked me so hard, right? But this is how they are telling on themselves. I posted about this August the 7th, last Jupiter Day. I posted about this on Facebook. I'm not friends with this Sesame Street character on no other social media. And I started to put it in the, you know, I started to tell her, like, get off my page and, you know, stay off my page, stop stalking me, right? But then it made sense with the dream and everything that, you know, comes with exposing mirror magic. These people will try to befriend you and your friends on other social media networks and then try to stay in your energy. So this is the energy right here. Those that you have gotten rid of, they are actually looking for other people that know you. And this is not the first time that this has happened to me, because when I was the main social media, I'm into my main social media, the main Sesame Street character, Count Vine, right? When I was trying to figure out how did this person, you know, how did she know me or whatever? What she had did was everybody that I would share their page or something like that, she would go and befriend them and try to be nice to them and, you know, try to get information about me or whatnot. She'll try to get information about me. Acceptance. Y'all see that? Acceptance. They want to be accepted into your group, into your organization, into whatever it is, whomever it is. You've already got rid of them. So they're playing nice to those that are around you. This is the same thing that has come up in readings before. Thank you so much, Spirit Clear. This is the same thing that has come up in readings before, where you stop being friends with somebody and then they stay, trust your intuition, they stay friends with your mom, with your kids. If I'm not friends with somebody, you're not going to be friends with my damn kids either. You get what I'm saying? You're not going to be friends with my friends either. I'm no longer doing that. I'm no longer doing that. That's what we have to stop doing. Okay? You are the messenger, speak your truth. In reverse. Period. Younger, that's a younger Nips right there. Happy birthday, Nipsey. Happy birthday, Nipsey. Okay? So there's lies that people are telling your friends, your family about you, like, yeah, she tried to do this, she tried to do that. Now, this is the same person, this same Sesame Street character, not Count Vine, this one right here, this is Oscar the Grouch, right? This is the same Sesame Street character that another spiritualist online, whom I looked at this morning as well too. I didn't look at her videos or anything like that. I just looked at her community tab, right? And she has Callie Mine in her community tab. And she's like, I'm on her page. This was down her timeline. That's how she know that I'm looking for her, or that I'm watching her stuff, or whatever the case is. No, you're on my page. You're on my page. The reason why I know that you're on my page is because suggested videos about what I'm watching is going to come up on your end. They're going to come up on your end, y'all. That's how it works. You're not going to get suggested videos of, let's say, for example, okay, if I was receiving a whole bunch of this particular person, she's a Pisces, right? She's a Pisces. If I was watching a whole bunch of Pisces videos, I would get suggestions about Pisces. I don't get suggestions about Pisces. I get suggestions about Callie Mine. You get what I'm saying? I get suggestions about Hindu gods and stuff like that. My algorithm is very cleaned up. But when you're on somebody else's page, right? When you're constantly on somebody else's page, just like when y'all are here on my page, I know in y'all feed, if you watch me long enough and you watch me enough, I know in y'all feed a mantra or something is going to come up in y'all feed, because I'm actually saying, Spirit, show them what they need to see. Show them what they need to see. Okay, copycat motherfuckers, they have no originality. None whatsoever. None whatsoever. And the thing is, y'all know I don't be, you know, I really don't care. Because I could have said something like I could have blasted, I could have posted, I could have went all the way in. But the simple fact is, right, this organization that I did post in my community page, right, her name is Marie Minor. Okay, this lady actually needs help. This is a black woman that sponsors young ladies that have been in foster care. Okay, this is a foster mom. Okay, she's still a foster mom. I don't know why they said that she, you know, used to be a foster mom. She's still a foster mom. But this woman right here she has literally depleted her bank account to support these girls. And the simple fact that you want to take something like this and try to make it into something chaotic, that's how I know that these people are working with the enemies of the states, y'all. They're working with the enemies of the state. They try to play nice. They're narcissists. They're spiritual narcissists. What do you want? What do you want? Like, did you donate any money? Did you donate any money? They don't, even this nonprofit, this lady don't even just take donations for money. They have, these girls, they do art. There's artists involved. There's some that play music. There's some that, you know, come with no clothes, no nothing. Nothing. Did you send any clothes? Did you send anything? Matter of fact, how about you send them some of them spiritual herbs that you be collecting all around and stuff like that? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you want to attack me or you want to say something about me when y'all are not even doing half. Y'all don't even have to do half of the work that we are doing. Y'all don't have to do half of the work that we're doing. Just do 10% of it. Just do 10% of it. Like, you're not gonna go back to church. Go ahead and give it to this nonprofit that sponsors girls. Girls like you, girls like me, girls like those daughters that you have. Okay? with no dad, no mom. Like, stop. That's what I'm saying. And this right here, these people, and when I was talking to my sister, the last thing she said, she was like, you know what's crazy? We don't even need to be beefing. We don't need to be beefing. We need to be supporting each other. That's what we need to be doing. But everybody want to be the first or the original or the only doing something. If you are the only one, you're going to carry everything on your back. No, I want a team. I want a team. I'm not hexing anybody. I'm not hexing anybody. What I'm doing is I'm getting my energy back. That's the first thing that I did was I got my energy back because my energy was so drained that I would come on here and I would talk about the people that was spiritually attacking me all the time instead of actually doing the work. I had got distracted. Y'all want me to tiptoe? Y'all want what do y'all want me to do? Y'all want me to buy a whole bunch of candles, return to sender candles, and do my own spell work to return shit back to sender and da 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 da. No, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go buy some collective money candles. Okay, so I can put some money in this person pocket. I can put some money back in this person pocket. I can put some money back in that person pocket. And then guess what? I'm gonna donate because I put money back in my pocket. She gonna donate. She gonna donate, and he gonna donate. That's what we doing. Like y'all brains are so small. Y'all don't think big, and that's how I know that the third eye that you guys claim to have open, it's not open. The only ones who third eye is open is the ones that are actively doing the work to get their energy back because they're like, you know what? I have not been doing the community work that I have been wanting and meaning to do. I have not been doing my family work that I have been wanting and meaning to do. I have not been doing that. You know what you have and what you haven't been doing. Stop playing. You get what I'm saying? Stop playing. You know that your family is chaotic. Y'all, you know your family chaotic. And you like, okay, well, I don't want to talk to my mom. I don't want to talk to my dad. I don't have a relationship with my mom or my dad, and I'm not going to fix it. It is what it is. I'll make it better next lifetime. You might not get a next lifetime. You might not get a next lifetime. But us right here, what we are trying to ground is doing the work this lifetime. We are in the present. We're in the present. And that's what that spirit guy was saying, was to be in the present. Don't worry about those folks in the past. Don't worry about them folks in the past. We left their ass in the past. You want to know why? Because they did us wrong in the past. And guess what they're going to do in the future? Try to snake us again. Thank you so much, Spirit. The mirror effect in reverse. The mirror effect in reverse. Everything that the motherfuckers is trying to do, that shit is bouncing back on them. They're getting exposed. And that's why they mad. Look at that. A Taurus in reverse. This is the work of a unhinged ass Taurus. Somebody could be being spiritually attacked by a Taurus. All right. You have the heal card. Spirit is talking to a Taurus and saying you need to heal. There's a Taurus placement. All right. This Taurus, this was the Taurus Waning moon. Look at that. The Empress. The Empress. This is about new beginnings, birth, creativity, being abundant, and handedly doing it. All right, y'all. So I'm going to come back later with a reading after I go to this meeting. It's at my job. Look, I'm even about to be late for a meeting. And it's so funny. I work with a Scorpio. I just said this yesterday. My Scorpio co-worker, he think that he is sneakily getting me to, like, I'm about to go in there. I wrote it out. I'm the newest person there, even though I've been there a while now, but I'm the newest person there. And I negotiated my pay. I don't know what anybody else did, but I help everybody with their stuff, right? So I know how much everybody make, and they're not making enough. So I'm about to go ask everybody. I'm about to go ask our boss for a raise for everybody, even though I probably wouldn't be the one that get the raise like that, right? I'm doing it for the spiritual benefit of all. I'm not the manager. I'm not a supervisor or anything like that. I'm just a regular employee. And the Scorpio thinks that he's tricking me into speaking up. But in reality, I'm doing conjuring work and root work, and I'm getting what we all deserve. I do this for the spiritual benefit. This is how I do it every job that I get. This is a part of my work as well too. when I worked for a rehab center, a rehabilitation center, it wasn't a rehab, but a rehabilitation center, they wouldn't, I worked overnight, and they would make us work overnight and then go to these meetings first thing in the morning after we worked 12-hour shifts. And I was like, no, the meeting, y'all need 2 meetings. Like, either management needs to come in when we first get on our shift, or y'all need 2 meetings. It's unsafe for us to work a 12-hour shift and then stay for a 3-hour meeting and then have to drive home and then come back. Y'all cutting into our sleep time. So y'all need to be paying us. So that was the first thing that I had changed. Then the second thing I had changed was, I've never had a patient fall or hurt themselves or, you know, nothing like that. I've never had a patient do any of that, right? And the nurse, this nurse, she had a fall and I was on break. And they tried to say that I was responsible for it. So I had them pull the cameras. And girl, please. That nurse lost her whole thing, because I had them pull all that shit back. And so then I rewrote the safety protocol for working in a rehabilitation center. And then I switched my schedule and quit. I went PRN and then quit. They was so mad. They was like, so if we let you be PRN, will you stay? I was like, yeah. And then I quit. Like, no, I'm going to day shift. Me and a couple other people, I organized it. This is what I do. This is what I do. I fight for justice everywhere that I go, whether it be in the physical, the spiritual, mental, the physical, all of that. This is a part of my line of work and my purpose. Nobody's going to stop that. Okay? So, God bless y'all. Y'all have a wonderful day on purpose. And I will be back with a clear and concise reading. Okay, I think I'm going to, you know, do a collective reading. I'll post it and tell y'all what it is. But let me go ahead and get to this meeting and put on some proper shorts. I mean, some proper pants. I love you guys. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.